getting ready to head over to the body shop like I promised you earlier, and we're going to drive the Fall Guy truck, but we're going to drive this Suburban for two reasons. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy couple of days. One, we've got a customer who wants a running video, so hey guy, whoever you are out there, here's going to be a running video. You actually will get a really long running video. And two, we had a guy hit up Mike on Messenger or somewhere saying they're not sure why we're still advertising it. It's been sold. No, it hasn't. It's right here. Three, we had another person hit us up wondering if we were actually really a business or if we were just taking everybody's clips and putting them together for social media, which we'll talk about on the drive. And four, we had another customer call and asked about this truck and was confused because yes, it has been on multiple different tire and wheel packages. This is what it's on currently. This is what it's on for sale for currently. It also originally came in and we priced it without doing any work to it. We finally got it through the shop and we did ball joints, we did tie rods, we did drag link, we did tire and wheel change, of course. I think we did brake lines, we changed the oil, we did brakes, we did calipers. We did a lot of work. So now it's actually ready to go truck. So to save some confusion, that is a Suburban that is for sale. Next to it's a K5. And guess what, guys? Yes, we are real. Yes, across the street you can see the car lot with like 200 vehicles over there. We're on this side of the road where we've got about 100 plus vehicles over here. And this is where our showroom number 2, showroom number 3, and commercial building is. So we're real. We really are here. We are in Richmond, Virginia currently. It is... got a call coming in. It is October 16th at 1:27. I can't validate it any better than that, guys. It's a really weird, when you get dealing with the internet, you get some weird stuff. The guy actually ended up blocking Mike because he was like, hey man, we are real. We really have this truck. It really is for sale. What can I help you with? He was, doing everything he could. And I don't know if the guy just wanted us to tell him it was sold or I don't even know. I don't know where he's going with it. It's kind of wacky. But we're going to jump in this truck. We're going to hit the key, cold. We're going to jump in it, take it for a spin. The guy was asking for the video. Here you go. Actually, I think AJ had somebody asking for a video too. So we're going to knock out the video and we're going to the body shop. So it's going to be a good trip, guys. Follow along. Stay with us. We're trying to keep it constantly running so we don't have to clip it at it. And it's going to be embarrassing if the battery is dead. So let's hope it's not. Come on, Kristen. You going with me? That was close. It is also getting very chilly. It's getting down into the 30s to 40s at night here in Richmond, Virginia. So let's hope we don't hit the any level truck here. Or back through the building. I think we're gonna make it. Tires and wheels on the any level truck almost cost as much as we're selling this Suburban for, so we're trying not to hit those. This truck has been through my uncle's hands. Another cool thing with this truck, Christian, go turn around and hit that mirror there. This truck is a square body with power mirrors. Very, very unusual.
You said hit it?
No, don't hit it. Just hit it in the video so they can see it. There you go. There's a power mirror switch right here. I know I showed you guys on the 3+3 yesterday, but very, very rare option. They are unusual looking, they are odd looking, they look like an OBS mirror, but they do work. So a little backstory on this truck while we're driving. This was a 70-year-old man. He traded this in and he traded his S10 in. Christian actually sold his S10. Where'd you sell that to?
Iowa.
So his S10 went to Iowa and this truck was traded. He had some surgery on his legs or knees or hips, something like that, and climbing in and out of this was not practical. So he actually got a newer, I think it was a Colorado, right? Mm-hmm. Got a newer Colorado from us that was lifted that became his beach and hunting truck. He basically did the job of both. This console's got a little squeak to it. Driving me crazy. No, fixed it. You see the floor? He actually even wrote how the four-wheel drive works on his plastic because he wanted to keep the floors covered. The carpet's in great shape, the seats are in great shape. This tan is not for everybody, but it's actually not a bad looking color. We'll do something with this console here. There we go.
I'm trying to put my knee on it.
And we got some construction. Oh, nice person to let us know. So guys, back to the weirdness of the internet. We'll get to that. We're driving this truck. So if you got any questions on this truck, feel free to comment. It's on the website, davis4x4.com. It is an overdrive truck. It is a 350 truck. Supposedly it upgraded something on the motor. Not sure if it was the cam. It does have headers. He did not do all the modifications. He actually bought this. He saw it at a car show and had to have it, and actually bought it from the people at a car show 1 year later from when he originally saw it. So a really cool backstory. It's got little rust bubbles in it and stuff like that. And that's why it's 20 grand. It's not a fortune. It's got new ball joints, wheel bearings, tie rods, drag link, and calipers and brakes and fresh oil change. And these tires and wheels are in excellent condition. So back to talking about the internet, the craziness of the internet. So guys, we don't mind if you share our stuff. We don't mind if you take and clip and copy our videos. But all we do ask is that you give us a shout out, or at least like a link back to us. We know a lot of our Squarebody content is crazy viral, and we've had some customers actually, well, not customers, but some people out there actually take our videos, put it on their platform, and it go crazy explosive viral. Like our video got 100,000 views and theirs gets several million. No problem, that's great. They got a lot of credit for it, of course. Just give us a shout out. I think that's why some people don't understand these days, or don't even believe some of the stuff that we do, because it is so monumental. We're getting ready to pass the off-road shop right here. That's my brothers, Daniel and Brian, in there, and Johnny. Been with us for a long time. 3 to 5 lift kits in and out a day, and on top of all kinds of other lift kits, accessories, custom fabrication work, and we have now patent pended a lot of our parts: steering, track bar, power steps, custom wheels. The steering and track bar, those are something that a lot of manufacturers offer. Ours is just slightly different, slightly matched, a little bit more perfect. If you know what you're, if you know you lift your truck 8 inches, the stuff is out the box as perfect as you can get. The wheels, really, really excited about those. Just saw those in the building earlier, getting moved around with the forklift. The power steps, some really, really cool stuff that can help guys my age, even older, actually get in and out of these the way they should. It makes life so simple. They're not cheap, but they're bolt on, out the box, and they're really good. Are we going the right way? Do you remember how to get there?
No.
I think we went Chippenham last time, right? I've only been to this place the time that you guys saw in the video, because I had one of my guys actually drop the truck off over here. But the one we're going to look at is our frame off restoration Squarebody. This truck is completely disassembled, completely frame off build. Everything is going to be color coded and matched. That's pretty cool. That's gone up in the last 2 or 3 days.
That's fast.
Unbelievable. That's an old dealership that was there since like the 30s or 40s. And then it was a motorcycle shop. It was actually our detail shop for a while. And they tore it down. Now they're building that. So a little piece of history gone. Stuff with Davis Offroad, talked about that. What other stuff we're going to talk about, Kristen? Oh, finishing up, like I just had Mom printing off tip tags for like 4 projects that are finishing. So a lot of people don't understand the link between us and the shop and how things work. So sales-wise, Davis Auto Sales is your sales spot. If you see a truck like this one and you say it's my dream truck, boom, you can own it right now. We'll ship it to you. It's no problem. But the caveat is, if you want this truck, Davis Off-Road's already been over it, they're familiar with it, and you say, hey, I want to add 4 more inches. I want to add power steps. I want to upgrade the steering. I want to upgrade pretty much anything that you want to upgrade in the suspension, better shocks, steering stabilizers. It's no problem. And what I do is try to handle it all in one spot for you. Of course, you're welcome to communicate with Jay in the office or Daniel or Brian through the way. But typically they stay very busy. So I'm sending pictures, sending updates. One of the trucks that's getting ready to ship out, it's been here for 2 or 3 months. One of them's been here for 2 or 3 weeks. One of them's been here for right at a month. Each one of them had a timeline, and the timeline is very accurate. One thing you will see, and I've seen a ton of really nasty stuff online recently with some other shops that have unrealistic timelines. So 2 things to that. One, if you go to a shop and they can get you in tomorrow, they're not very good. They should have a waiting list like we do. Brian and Daniel have a schedule that's months and months out. Custom builds, 4-link projects, full race trucks, mud trucks, you name it, rock crawling buggies. They work on everything. they can custom fabricate anything. The stuff that we fit in from the dealership to them is in between other jobs. But we know realistically we're going to have a Thursday afternoon with a half a day that we can spend working on this or working on that. So 2 or 3 hours here, 2 or 3 hours there, we get the stuff fit in. In doing that, I can keep the cost as effective as possible, and I can give you a truck that's as turnkey as you would like to take it home. Sure, you can buy it and we can ship you the steps. Sure, you can buy it, we can ship you the steering. But if we have it there and there's any questions about fitment, anything that we need to modify, we can do it while we have it. Just makes it a little bit better. One customer bought the truck and he said, hey, give me a week, I'll send you the money for the other stuff. He did it. He sent me the rest of the money. We modified, did everything. He actually wanted all brand new components on the AC. Matter of fact, there's 2 trucks in getting AC right now. Full custom, all brand new stuff. Another one was a project where he was selling a boat, 6-figure Squarebody purchase, crew cab, blue truck, and he needed to send a chunk of it, and then a chunk when the boat sold, and he wanted a few little laundry list things done. No problem. Again, fit the timeline, everything was good. What I've seen online though, that is terrible, and I hate to see it. There's 2 or 3 shops right now that are getting some scrutiny, like some serious heat. Just because of unrealistic timelines, lies, and promises that would never be met, and money. So one of them, for example, had a budget on this build of $100,000. They got a down payment. That's not unusual. I think they got half. They started on the project. They got into it. They said, hey, I really need a little bit more of that money. Turns out they ended up getting all the rest of the money, and the project was not even 50% complete. When it was complete, it was very subpar because the customer was pissed and he wanted his vehicle back. The work was subpar. The truck was falling apart in terrible condition, and it was some major modifying done, some pretty extensive stuff. And he still had a $50,000 bill over the estimate that was given. That's really bad. Sure, you do run into things. When I was running things at the shop, you know, we were doing a lift kit, I'd have to call a customer and say, look, we're doing the lift kit, but a ball joint's literally shot, or a tie rod's bad. There's really no extra labor, but you need to spend $200, $300, whatever the parts cost were. That's understandable. Like, I could have given it back to them the way it was, but then they would have had to spend the money to fix it later. The alignment wouldn't have been right. So yeah, you can run into other things. But when you just misquote things, it's not going to ever turn out right. And about the only work that we don't get is because, one, customers are impatient and they go elsewhere, and then they typically end up back with us fixing what gets done elsewhere. Or 2, they don't have a realistic budget on what they want done. And unfortunately, if we quote it, it's going to be very spot on. Again, Daniel handles all that now. Brian in the shop does the install work and the fabrication work. But, you know, no different than one of these trucks. If we sell you the truck for 20 and we say the extras are going to be 5, they're going to be 5, unless you want something else. Again, if you call me and say, hey, while you're under there, I want new Fox shocks. We're not just putting them on for free. You know, if they're $150 a piece, they're $150 a piece. So you will spend another $600. If you want something powder coated, it'll cost a couple extra bucks. No problem to do it. So again, just to kill a couple things there that they deal with at the shop, just to clarify that, and to clarify it on what we do also. This thing's running great. We're running with traffic on this road, so we're probably running 65. RPMs are like they're supposed to be. Transmission's in overdrive. All the gauges are working. Temperature gauge is about 190 as it should be. We got 40 pounds of full pressure, maybe 14 and a half volts on the volt gauge. All, again, it's cool out, so I'm not going to roll the windows down and have wind noise. And you can hear, you do have the typical GM square body wind noise coming around the vents. You pull them in, it goes away. But the rear window works, the tailgate works. This truck does have rear AC and it does work. The heat works. It even has a trailer brake controller that works. So for a less expensive Suburban, this one's been going over